Hello, Living Dead Dolls fans. This is Josh, aka Doggiepants, and I'm coming at you in partnership with Mezco Toys for another Living Dead Dolls review. So we've had quite a few recently, by the way. Pretty cool. But I just got in Series 28, so I want to make sure that I show you guys all of the details on the new dolls. Yeah, so let's get started. Let's start with the coffin. Coffin's black, no handles, pretty simple. The tissue paper, though, is a different color. We've got a burgundy, which I'm not sure we've seen really before. We may have, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But it's really nice. You know, it's a nice switch up from the pink or the red. Here is the chipboard. It's a really nice chipboard. It says Sweet 16 Party. Well, Series 28, Sweet 16 Party. It has the doll's name and then their poem below. But then you'll see right here on the edge is a little present. And there's some balloons here. The present and the balloons and also the 16 here in the center, all of the colors are switched up for the dolls. So Ruby's is red, Hayes is purple, so forth. Obviously this is Tina Pink's, so it's pink, which I think is a nice detail. The other thing that I want to show you guys is the death certificates are slightly different for this series. Ooh, I'm trying to get a glare. There it is. It says Sadie Sweet 16 Party, the poem that has the name of the doll. It does have a death date on there, but it looks more like an invitation. So it's got a picture of Sweet 16 Sadie, and it says, "Come celebrate Living Dead Dolls." Pretty cool. Yeah, so that is the coffin. Let's look at the dolls. Again, I'm going to start with my least favorite and go to my favorite. I'm a big fan of this series. There's one that I'm not super big on, so I'm going to start with her. Sorry about it, but it's Ruby, which is probably not a big surprise to people. I think she's already kind of gearing up to be the one that people aren't super excited about, but she's still cool. She's like a doll for me that's so close and probably has got the most attention from me because I'm like, you're so close. I just want to mess with you until I get you just right, but I can't seem to do it. But I'll start with her outfit. Let's take a look at it. So first off, she has these sandals, these little red sandals. Yeah, they're standard Living Dead Doll sandals that we first saw in Miss Eerie. But she has black tights with them. They're regular Living Dead Dolls tights. They come up just above the waist, and they do have some stretch to them. So they are separate from the dress. But tights and sandals? Come on, girl. Step it up. That's all I'm saying. Then we have this red dress. Let me pull down her little coat so you can get a good look at it. Here is the dress. It is red. It has a little black around the waist, a couple lines on the bodice there, a little black bow, and some black straps. Now you're going to notice that this dress is, it's like picnic tablecloth material. It's not the best. Yeah. So I'm not digging that super much. And then underneath the skirt, we do have some, there you go, some tulle. The tulle is attached to the bottom of the dress. So this dress is all one piece and Velcro's right up the back. Then she also has this little teeny black coat, which is nice. The black coat is gives the dress a little bit more flair to it, I think. And it is a black felt. It feels a lot like the original Sadie dress. And then she has a little string of pearls. And the pearls are on elastic. So they do come out. You can take it up and over her head if you'd like. But that is her outfit. Next, take a look at her face. Here we go. She's got a really interesting face. So she has pink eyes, a nice big red lip, pretty simple eyebrows, some long eyelashes. You're also going to notice that she has a jewel beauty mark. So there you go. It's like a little diamond. And that is her story. She likes to eat rubies and jewels and things. So yeah. You're also going to notice that her eyes are really big. They're painted kind of over the like little eye section. You know how the eye sections in, you know what I'm trying to say. They're painted bigger than the eyes in the mold. So that she's got these kind of big haunting eyes, which are kind of cool. I don't know. Where this doll falls a little flat for me is the hair. I'm not sure what the style is that they're going for. You know, she has these pieces right here that are pulled back behind her ear, and then they are put into like a little ponytail up there in the back so it holds it in place. This red hair is actually pretty decent. The hair is not the thickest rooted, but it's got some curl to it. So it does have some body, but you're going to see that her hair comes across as a little kind of ratty. Um, the layers were really strange in length. I tried to fix it a little bit. Um, but also, her hair is just a strange length. You know, if it had been a lot longer, it probably would have been better. Or if it had been a little bit shorter, it probably would have been better. But just where it is seems kind of like flat. It looks like she got out of the shower and then had to run to work and didn't have a chance to even run her fingers through her hair. And I'm not sure how to fix it either. So, but that's Ruby. I know it's coming across that I like dislike this doll, but I don't. She's actually kind of interesting. She's cute, and I think in another series I may have been really into her, but this series is so good that it kind of makes her fall a little bit flat. But that's Ruby. Next up is, and this is tough because they're all really good dolls. We're gonna go with the Sweet 16 Sadie. So obviously it's her birthday. Everybody's coming to this party. This is a great Sadie. They kind of did something unusual with her, and I'm digging it. Yeah, let's take a look at her outfit. So she's got the standard Mary Jane shoes that we've seen on pretty much all the Sadies, I think. Little white socks, which is nice. She is a white doll, white skinned doll. So yeah, the socks are disappearing, but they are there. Then she's got this really cute dress. It's a big throwback to her original dress, but it has some more details to it. So it's the same felt material, and it has white along the bottom, right here on the cuffs too, and then also has the kind of Sadie style collar. The collars are pinned down right in the front, so you can't pick them up or anything. And the collar does go all the way around. Now you're going to notice that this is actually a coat dress. So she's got these little buttons along the front. You can kind of see them there in the video. And this actually Velcros right here in the front. Oops. But the Velcro is sticking a whole lot because it's that felt material. So it does open, but it's got a really tough Velcro on it. She also has this cute little black ribbon tie. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it in this video. Let me put my fingers. There it is. So it does hang down a little bit in the front, which gives it a nice little cutesy detail. Her hair has a lot of layers to it, so but it's still pretty thickly rooted. They did a pretty decent job. It's a good amount of hair. Another thing that's interesting about the rooting of the hair, I'm going to hold it up. I doubt you're going to be able to see it. Maybe I can show from the front a little bit better. Is that she's rooted on the side as opposed to a like center part. So this side of her hair kind of comes down a little bit more over her eyes, you know, so it gives her kind of like a little Veronica Lake kind of a thing. And then she has this beautiful crown, the Living Dead Doll's crown that we've seen many, many times before. The first time we ever saw it was on Deborah Ann, I believe. So yeah, so it's the exact same design. Let me hold it up. You can see the little skull there with the 5 points coming up off of it. And the way that this crown works is it has 2 little pegs on this side, bam, and this side, and they're inserted into holes in the head, like really small little holes. So it does stay in there really nicely. But yeah, that's her crown for her Sweet 16 party. How freaking cute is that? And let's take a good look at the face. Now, she does have, you know, the Sadie 2 different eyes, which is nice. One's like a little bit bluer, a little more filled in. She's got this it's my party and I'll cry if I want to kind of thing. So she's got this really light pink around the outside of her eyes, and it looks like she's weeping a little bit. But it's very subtle, which is kind of nice. It gives her a really kind of haunting look. And then she has a black lip that's turned down a little bit, so it does look like she's kind of upset. Arched eyebrows. It's really, really nice. Then she does have the Charlie Manson X on her forehead, like many of the other Living Dead dolls in the past. Her original doll didn't have it, but School Time Sadie did. Exorcist had it, though. Yeah. But that is Sweet 16 Sadie. Next up is a really kind of interesting doll. I haven't seen a doll like this before, and I'm digging her. And that's Haze. Now, Haze has a lot going on. She does, but it's not too overwhelming, I think, because they kept the color palette kind of simple, I guess. But she's super, super cool. I really do love her. Yeah, so let's look at her outfit. We've got standard Living Dead Dolls black boots. She does have purple socks. Now, you're going to notice that she's got bandages here on her leg. and on her arm. The bandages are the same kind of bandages that we first saw in Bride of Valentine, so it's like a plaster and gauze that's really hard and tough. You can't really move it or take it off or anything like that. So this sock on the left doesn't really go all the way up because it's stuck on this bandage. You also want to show off the blood on her knee there. So, but there are definitely two socks, two purple socks. Then we've got this cute little party dress. Pull down her shrug a bit so you can take a look at it. There it is. It has. Okay, so it's all one piece. Where am I going to start? Okay, so here we go. The bottom of the dress has little black lace that goes all around it, and there is a second tier also with little black lace. Then underneath this dress, we also have a little bit of tulle. Tulle is a bit of a theme for this this set, I guess. And then there's this ruffle business going down the front with a little bow here at the top. She's got 3 little buttons as well. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this dress, but it's super, super cute. It's all one piece and it does Velcro up the back. And then over top of that, she has this cute little jacket, which feels a little, I mean, the whole dress, I guess, is kind of like a satiny material. But it has kind of big shoulders. There we go, a little bit of lace right around the edges there. And it is open and you can take it off, like I just showed you. The only other thing to her outfit is this little black choker collar, which does have some give to it, but you're not going to be able to get it up and over the head. So you probably have to pop her head off if you did want to take that off for any reason. Then we have, like I mentioned, the bandages on the arm that attach to her hook. And this is the hook from the doll, The Hook, from the Urban Legends series. It's not some of the other hooks that we've seen in the past. So it's got a little bit more of an arch to it. And there's blood on it and blood on her arm. It's very, very cute. Then we get to, let's do her face. I'm going to pull up her bangs so you can get kind of a good look at her face. There we go. A lot of people didn't realize that she has eyebrows. She's a very simple face. She's a white doll, black lip, little bit of shadow around the eyes, like HAL 2000 and is that what I want to say? Space Odyssey 2001, kind of like red blinky eye. I don't know what I'm saying there. Never mind. She has a red dot in the center of her eye. And then she has kind of a strong eyebrow. But that is her face. Her hair is pretty nice. I mean, look at, again, you know, I've done this in a couple of the dolls. No snarls. Super, super easy to mess around with. It is a little thinly rooted, but not so much that you get bald spots. At least my doll doesn't have any bald spots. Her bangs are rooted a little bit further back than you'd expect. So they do kind of come all the way down, and they're a little long so you can't see her eyebrows. The only problem with the way that they're rooted and how thick they are is it does give her almost like a mullet effect. Like it looks like she might have a mullet, but she doesn't really. Yeah, but you know, still really, really cute. I kind of almost wish that she had a little bit of a side swoop on her bangs or something. I think it would have been nice to see her face a little bit more. But I still really dig her, and I do like her hair. It's really nice quality. Yeah, but that is Haze. Next up, we have, maybe controversial, but I'm going to do it anyways. Boom! Onyx. I think Onyx was gearing up to be a fan favorite. That's the only reason that I say it's controversial that she's not my favorite. But I still love her, obviously. She's second place. Yeah. So she has black Mary Janes, and then she's got little white socks with a little bit of lace detail that come down over them. This is her black dress. It's actually a really simple dress. It's got 3 tiers to it. So it's black, and then we've got a little white ruffle, and then another little black one, and a big white bow right here in the center. There's a little bit of lace detail around the neck. There you go. But other than that, a really, really simple dress that Velcros right up the back. And one of the reasons probably that her outfit is more simple is because she's got this really cool ray gun. Look at that. When I first saw images of these dolls, and Damien showed them to me, he called her his little villain or something. It was really cute the way that he said it. I think he was really digging this doll, which I am too. Yeah, but that's her outfit. She does have this really adorable eye patch. So the way that the eye patch works is it's got the little piece right here, and it's It's got a little piece of pleather, and then underneath the pleather is a little bit of like a soft felt, just so it doesn't damage the doll. There's elastic that goes around her ear and attaches to another single piece of elastic that comes up and over her hair and then across her forehead to attach on the other side. So that's the way the eye patch works. And I'm going to move the eye patch just so you can kind of get a look at her face paint. All right, here we go. Here is her face paint. She has a really kind of beautiful blue eye and a really Cupid doll gray lip with black outlining. The eye with the eye patch is I'm assuming, a dead eye. It's all black. It's got some airbrushing around it, and there is a little bit of a red detail right along the bottom of both eyes. She has really nice eyelashes as well. And there are some eyebrows underneath there, kind of an arched eyebrow to make her look a little menacing. So obviously, let me pull this back down if I can get it. The cool thing about this doll is her black and white color, and that comes across with her hair as well. So half of her head is rooted black and half of it's rooted white. It is not super thick because the hair has some curl to it. And it's also kind of interesting in that my Onyx, the white side seems to be significantly thicker than the black. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that in the video. But I don't know why that's rooted that way. It might just be the quality of the hair that they chose that it had to be that way. Because I don't think it looks bad or anything, but that is kind of a bit of an issue. It has a lot of curl to it, so if you are going to be messing a lot with it, you could end up with a big fro, so just be careful with that. But for the most part, it's really, really nice. She looks super, super cute on display. This is a great, great doll. I mean, the design of this doll is fantastic. It's simple, funny, and adorable. And she has a ray gun. I mean, come on, stop it. So obviously that leaves my favorite doll as Tina Pink. Now, I don't know what it is about this doll. I freaking love this doll. I think she's so weird and cute and simple, and I love cute and simple. Those are my favorite dolls. But there's something special about this doll. I don't know what it is. Let's take a look at the outfit. So she's got little pink Mary Janes. Then she has the same kind of white socks with the lace that come up like down over them. Then she also has a very simple pink dress. I mean, look at the bodice. You're not going to get much more simple than that. And then over top of this pink dress is 2 layers of black tulle, a little black ribbon that goes right along the center, and then she has a black, what can I show? There we go, a little black kind of rose made out of the black tulle as well. But that's it. That's her dress, and it velcros right at the back. It's super, super simple. Everything is attached. It's one piece. And then she has this weird kind of pink wedding veil, so it is pink. It's not white. There is a little bit of a lace detail that goes up over the top, and then there's elastic that goes behind her ears and underneath her jaw. Now, I pulled a little bit of the hair out in front of it, but most people have it kind of pulled, all of the elastic pulling all of the hair back, but I kind of like the way that it just lays like that, so I pulled a little bit out. The pink hair is really, really soft as well. It's very similar to Haze. It's really, really nice. The only problem is it's a little thin at spots, but again, I don't have any bald spots, and also she has the veil, so you don't really see it. It's really, really nice. It's just really, really pretty. And then we've got this weird, haunting face. I mean, look at those eyes. She has pink eyes. She's kind of a heavy-lidded eye, no eyebrows, and then this very strange mouth with this stitching kind of that goes all the way around. It's drawn on, obviously. It's not part of the mold. It's really, really simple, little gray around the eyes. There's not much going on with this doll, and maybe that's why I love her so much, because one, she's pink. I love a good pink doll. Lulu, big thumbs up. But I don't know. She's creepy. She's creepy as shit. I love her. Yeah. So that is Tina Pink. Then we've got Onyx, Haze. Can I get them all in here? I always have trouble. Sweet 16 Sadie, and then Ruby. But that is it. That is, ooh, which way are we gonna go? There we go. That is the series, pull them over, series 28 Living Dead Dolls, you guys. It's a pretty good series, I have to say. I really do love them all. I think they're pretty fantastic. You know, Ruby has her problems, but not too bad. But Jane Pink, this doll, I don't know what it is. I love her. Go out and get her. There's also going to be variants to this series. We first saw prototypes of the variants, not prototypes, test shots of the variants at the Living Dead Dolls book release party. And those test shots were given out to fans. Those are going to be available to the public. There was some question about whether or not those were just kind of one style dolls. No, they're going to be mass produced. I can't say when, but keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, that is it. That is Living Dead Doll Series 28. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, I'm going to try to get back to the series dolls. It was just that we had so many releases that all happened pretty much at once. So, so I had to get those all out of the way before I get back into my older dolls. So that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.
You are 16, going on 17, baby, it's time to think better.